City Series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree. What's up, everybody? Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the Rare Air 4s releasing Saturday, July 26th. So as usual, we're going to take a close detail look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them, see how I see they look on feet. After that, I'm going to share my opinion on the shoe, and then I'm going to talk about release predictions, how I feel about the gold lettering pair versus the white lettering pair, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it.
Got a thicker, fuzzy-like suede here on the toe. On the toe box and the rest of the upper, it's a flatter texture, but feels way smoother. Then up here on the tongue, this little patch right here is removable, if you haven't seen already. So underneath it says Jordan Rare Air, as you can see. Now most pairs, the text is going to be white like it is here, but there's a small percentage of pairs that come with this Jordan Rare Air in gold. And here's a pair with the gold lettering so you guys can see. Everything else is completely identical. Same exact shoe. Just has the gold text here instead of white. Yeah, this is good suede. Both of them. The lower eyelets are red, but then the upper setup here is black. They come with this translucent blue Nike Air hang tag. I like the shape on these too. It ain't fucking with the shape on the brick by brick 4s, but it's up there. We just saw it when I zoomed out on the other angle, but look at it again. That's very good shape. Nike Air on the back. Blue tabs, gray logos. Back side of the tongue is gray. Got a black strip here with Air Jordan in red upside down. Rest of the interior is all blue. They come with an extra pair of laces, and they kind of have like a, I don't know, something about these looks like different. They kind of have like a, almost like a wash look to them. I don't know, but see how it's kind of not like a solid blue? I mean, it blends in well with the sock liner and stuff. And insoles say Rare Nike Air. Here's the outsole. Got some red, blue, gray, and sail. With the Nike logo down here.
These come in the same box the Rare Air 3s came in. Got the Jordan face on top, pulling inspiration from the classic Jordan face box from the early 2000s. Inside they got the Jumpman flight here on the bottom side of the lid. All this mess right here, I can't stand when the paper gets fucked up like this. So these two pieces, the shoes came wrapped in. Y'all know how they be doing that now. And this right here is just the regular paper. Got that splatter pattern on it. And here's the box label. Air Jordan 4 Retro in black, fire red, and deep royal blue. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see they look on feet.
Money, I'ma get it. Need some commas with it. Tryna live a good life, ain't no drama in it. If I want some long neck, she go llama with it. Put her on and now she sleep, go pajama with it. I can't stress about a bitch, I got a few of those. Noah's Ark with the sneakers, I need 2 of those. Only interested in money shit if you ain't know. Get the bag, then I'm leaving like it's food to go.
Nah, low key, these shits is fire. I thought it was kind of whack at first, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, there was something about them that I kind of liked. I just wasn't really sure exactly what it was. Usually when I like a shoe, I know why, I can explain why if I want to. I do it all the time on here. But with these, it wasn't that situation. So I kind of started to feel like, you know, maybe I don't really like these. But I kept looking at them and I still kind of felt like I wanted them. For a second, I was thinking it was maybe because it was something that I could wear with a lot of my Allen Iverson jerseys and apparel. You know, the blue alternate 76ers jersey, a lot of his All-Star jerseys got blue and red in them. When he played for the Pistons for that hot second, I even got the Iverson Pistons jersey. You know, that's my favorite player of all time, so I got a lot of his jerseys. And Kawhi Leonard's my favorite current player. And these actually go even better with Clippers apparel. Like the shirt that I got on, a lot of his Clippers jerseys, especially the statement one I'm wearing in this picture over here. Real calm with the shorts too. And there really aren't that many Jordans, or at least that many good ones in my opinion, that have both red and royal blue in them like this. I know there's a few, but I still feel like there's not enough. And I'm talking about red and royal blue, you know, not like the red and baby blue or red and navy blue. Like, I'm talking about royal blue. And I know I could wear some of Allen Iverson's shoes with his jersey or Kawhi Leonard's shoes with his jersey, but still, I got other jerseys like Julius Erving on the 76ers, Chauncey Billups Pistons, Ben Wallace Pistons, and I can't just wear top 3 ones every time I wear one of those. So I thought I may have been a little partial to these because of that, but I can't even say that because I didn't have these feelings towards the Rare Air 3s, which is the same exact colorway. Those were an easy pass for me from the jump. Like, as much as I liked what they ended up doing with the materials and stuff, like, I still wasn't like feeling them like that. So I still don't really know what it is about these that I really like, but these shits is fire to me. They look good, the materials feel nice, and the whole matching thing I just explained is a plus for them too. I've been looking at what people have been saying about these online, and I feel like people either really like these or they hate them. It's like one or the other, no in between. But leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about these. So like I mentioned earlier, and I'm sure a lot of you know, most pairs are going to have the white writing here under the Velcro, but a small percentage of pairs are going to have gold writing. Allegedly, 25% of pairs made have gold writing on them and the other 75% have white. I don't know how true that is. I mean, I want to say I believe it, but somebody I know who owns a store told me that for one of the size runs they got, 88% of the pairs had gold writing, like just for one particular size. Meaning like if he has 16 pairs of size 11, that means 14 of them were gold. Now, keep in mind that's just for that size. That wasn't for all of the sizes, but that just goes to show you if the 25-75 split is true, it's not distributed evenly among size runs per retailer. So they're really just scattered all over. Another thing I heard is that when these came out, they did a super early release for these back in February for All-Star Weekend. I don't know how many pairs it was. It didn't seem like a whole lot, but I heard majority of the pairs that were released there were gold. So you got to keep that in mind too. It's the pairs produced. It's not like every single retailer is going to get 25% gold, 75% white. It's just the amount produced. And like I said, they seem to be scattered all over the place, so you really don't know what you're gonna get. If you have a relationship with a retailer where you can ask them like, yo, you got any gold pairs? I'm sure everyone who works in the store is getting asked that, and they're probably tired of taking the thing off and checking, and unless they fuck with you like that, they're probably gonna dub you if you ask it anyway. But yeah, if you don't have it like that, it's just gonna be a complete gamble. If you look at market, pairs with gold writing are going for like $75 to $100 more than the pairs with white writing. I've seen a lot of opinions online on if people think it's worth it to pay the extra money for the gold lettering pair, and I think just like any other shoe, it's completely subjective to the person buying it. If you prefer the gold writing on them and you want to pay whatever the market value is for them, then go for it. I personally am not going to wear these without the patches on top, so it doesn't really matter for me. I mean, if I had the choice and I can get them at the same price, then I would prefer the rarer gold writing pair, just because there's supposed to be less of them. And for the situation where you're wearing them and somebody asks you, is that the pair with the gold lettering or the white lettering? And I could take it off and be like, it's the gold pair. But it's not something that I would pay, you know, $100 extra for. I just got this pair for content purposes. I do have a feeling that the difference of value may lessen at some point. Like, just think about how much more trophy room ones were going for at one point with the blue laces compared to pairs without the blue laces. I mean, we're talking hundreds of dollars more. I remember I had somebody offer me $700 for just the blue laces. Yes, $700. I'm not lying. The worst part about it is my dumb ass didn't take it. I definitely should have, because over time all that hype died down and now those laces are worth almost nothing. Because if you look at market now, trophy room ones with the blue laces are selling for about the same price as they are without the blue laces, which is crazy. Mind you, these are laces, something that'll be a lot more visible when you wear them. Like, part of the reason why I didn't, and I really should have just sold them for $700 when I could, and you know, rebought them later, but I didn't know this was going to happen. But part of the reason why I didn't take that when he first offered is because it was such a visible part of the shoe. Like, I actually probably like trophy room ones with the black laces better, but I knew that I was going to want to wear them with those blue laces. I was going to want to wear them with the 85 All-Star jersey or the 85 All-Star shorts. You know, if you know the whole idea behind the trophy room ones, it was a story behind the 85 All-Star game. I'm not going to get into it right now. If you want to hear the details on it, you can check out my trophy room ones review. I talked about it there. But I saw a little bit more value in that because it was a visible accessory to the shoe. These, being that I don't plan to wear them without these patches on them, it doesn't make nearly as much of a difference for me. Now, if I was gonna wear these without these, then I might be like, yeah, you know, I want the gold writing. I want to be able to wear them with the Iverson Sixers jersey and the gold writing pop with the basketball on the Sixers jersey, or this gold in the 76, you know, like, then it would make a little bit more sense. So I'm not gonna lie, if I did plan to, you know, wear them like that, I probably would kind of be partial to these for that reason. But then at the same time, this is more of a Clippers vibe, because, you know, the Clippers stuff, they don't got got the gold and the clipper stuff. But yeah, being that something like those blue laces flop the way they did, and those are like a much more visible thing on the shoe and wearing, even if you were to wear these without the patch, the blue laces on the trophy room runs definitely a lot more visible than just a little writing here. You're still gonna see it, but like I said, it's not as prominent. If those flop the way they did, I don't see why something like this wouldn't flop. It's kind of the same thing. I don't know what the percentage of pairs that had the blue laces versus not. It could be different, but when I think about stuff like that, I do feel like eventually we could see the same thing happen with these, where over time less and less people care about the color of the writing under the patch and there's no value gap really. I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but keep in mind that it definitely could before you overspend on a pair with gold lettering. If you're going to get these to resell, I think you're probably best off getting them off as soon as possible, especially if you have a pair with the gold lettering, because if what happened to the trophy room ones with the blue laces ends up happening to these, then you definitely want to get them off as soon as possible for obvious reasons. And I do feel like, at least to a certain extent, that is going to happen. If this was helpful in any way or taught you anything, I'd really appreciate it if you liked the video. And if you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed, make sure you tap that little bell icon where the subscribe button was and then select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified and you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.